Manchester City have just agreed to sell Rodri to Barcelona for £65 million, and to make matters even more chaotic, Jeremy Doku has suffered a calf injury against Arsenal and is out for several weeks. Hello everyone, Thomas Johnson here. City through and through, straight from Manchester. If you want the inside track on this urgent rebuild, the pressure mounting on Enzo Maresca and how our board is going to react in the transfer market before the Premier League kick-off, hit that subscribe button and drop a like right now because things are heating up. That 3-0 defeat in the Community Shield against Arsenal was a proper reality check for every City fan. Nobody saw such a heavy defeat coming in Enzo Maresca's first competitive match in charge. However, the real earthquake is happening well away from the pitch, behind the scenes in the boardroom. The club has made some drastic calls that cut straight through the spine of our squad. The departure of Rodri, our Ballon d'Or winner, is finally happening. After turning down 2 initial bids, the board has accepted an offer in excess of £65 million from Barcelona. The Spaniard refused to sign a contract extension and has already flown out for his medical in Catalonia. It is a massive blow in terms of leadership, game control and tactical balance, the kind of exit that stings every single blue. To add to the exodus, Dutch international Tijjani Reinders is also packing his bags for Saudi side Al Qadsiya in a deal worth around £52 million. Maresca was crystal clear in his press conference, stating there is no point keeping players who want regular minutes when the club and the manager see things differently. On top of that, winger Savinho did not even make the bench against Arsenal, leaving his future completely up in the air. The massive twist here is how City plan to reinvest this mountain of cash before the transfer window slams shut. The top target for the midfield is Lille's teenage sensation, Ayyoub Bouaddi. The French club are demanding over £85 million and are even trying to push for a season-long loan back, but Manchester City have put their foot down. If we are paying that kind of eye-watering fee, the Moroccan wonderkid has to arrive immediately to pull on the shirt and slot straight into the starting lineup. Meanwhile, the saga surrounding Enzo Fernandez has taken a dramatic turn behind closed doors. City missed Chelsea's strict deadline last Friday to table a formal bid. Maresca played it down in his press conference, but tensions reached boiling point when the Argentine midfielder was booed by sections of his own supporters at Stamford Bridge over the weekend. The City hierarchy are keeping a very close eye on the situation, fully aware they must act fast, as our midfield engine room has been left completely exposed by these sudden departures. The fans in the stands and across social media are in absolute turmoil, demanding immediate action and urgency from the board. Maresca has already warned publicly that the sooner new signings arrive, the better it will be for them to adapt to his tactical system. Selling crucial players without replacements, already training at the CFA days before the league campaign kicks off, is a massive gamble. And if you think the board has enough headaches to sort out in midfield, wait until you hear the disaster that has just hit our front line. Trouble never rains, but it pours around the Etihad, and the latest reports breaking out of Belgium have landed like an absolute bombshell on Enzo Maresca's desk. Winger Jeremy Doku picked up a severe calf injury during the clash against Arsenal and is officially ruled out of our Premier League opener against Bournemouth. The reality is far worse than initially feared. Reports indicate he will be sidelined for several weeks, leaving City's attacking options stretched to the limit at the most crucial point of our preparations. The mood inside the medical department is one of deep concern. Club insiders reveal that the number 11 setback is not an isolated issue, but rather the compounding result of the heavy workload carried over from the World Cup with Belgium. During the tournament in North America, Doku battled through a severe respiratory infection alongside an ankle problem, neither of which he ever fully shook off. Rushing him back for the season curtain raiser has come at a very heavy price, raising serious questions about our squad fitness management. To make an already desperate situation worse, sporting director Hugo Viana is on the verge of finalising an £85 million blockbuster sale for Brazilian winger Savinho to Tottenham. While selling the Brazilian was already dividing opinion among the fan base, losing Doku at the exact same moment put City's attack on red alert. With virtually no out-and-out wide options available to face Marco Rose's Bournemouth, Maresca finds himself with one hand tied behind his back before the campaign has even begun. This chain of events has forced Manchester City straight back into the market in a desperate scramble for a winger in these final 2 weeks of the window. Maresca's preferred target is Chelsea's Pedro Neto. The Italian boss is a well-known admirer of the Portuguese winger, but the Blues have slapped a prohibitive £100 million price tag on his head, just to start talks. It is a staggering valuation that backs our board into a corner. Do we splash another massive fortune at the 11th hour? Or do we start the season relying on makeshift wide options? City supporters are completely split and furious at the lack of immediate cover. How can a club with our ambitions leave the squad this vulnerable right before such vital fixtures? The margin for error in the Premier League is razor thin, and Manchester City need a decisive response in the market to ensure the entire campaign is not derailed right at the starting line. Manchester City are standing at a dangerous crossroads with major departures, serious attacking injuries, and stalled negotiations just days before the opening weekend. Is letting key men like Rodri and Savinho leave without instant replacements an absolute own goal or a necessary squad refresh? Is breaking the bank for Bouaddi and Pedro Neto worth the financial gamble? I want to hear from you down below. Does this current squad have what it takes, or has the board made a massive mess of the planning? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel.